Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the agency that I run to that made me my first $1,000 in the online business world. And it's definitely a crazy feeling when you're first starting out an online business and you make your first $1,000 because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing it. I'm actually making money. And something that I realized about running an online business is that there's so much leverage, right? And it's not like your typical brick and mortar store where you sell a product and you try to get recurring customers to come back and buy your products again. But rather, in this online space, you can advertise and you can sell your products to so many different people. And that's something that I realized while I was running my agency. And the agency that I run is an influencer marketing agency where I help brands connect with influencers and they pretty much, do a sponsorship and I'm kind of the middleman. And so in the premise of things, I help creators make a lot of money pretty much. I take either a commission off of that or depending on what the structure of the payment is, I can also take a percentage of the budget that a brand assigns me. And so something that I've realized while running this business is that I get to be in contact with a lot of brand representatives and be in contact with a lot of influencers. And the biggest thing that I realized about this business is that sometimes there's not a lot of ability to scale, but that's what I first thought when I was first running this business. When you're running any sort of business, you want to scale your business at a certain point, whether that be hiring, whether that be, you know, increasing the lead flow, right? Spending more on ads, whatever that may be. And so I realized, you know what, there's a space for creators and brands where creators don't know how to make money. And so I'm kind of like the middleman to fill in that void to share the thoughts of how to get more brand deals. And so that's the kind of agency that I'm running right now. And something that I've realized while running this agency is, not all the time are you going to be making money month by month because this is such a contract based business. You need to be able to sell and assign assign a bunch of contracts so that month by month you get enough money to cover your bases. And so the first $1,000 that I made, I would say it definitely changed my perspective on how I run my business and my agency. Why? Because at first I was doing it for the money, and secondly, I was like, you know what, this whatever money I just made, let's put it back into the business. Whether that be, running more ads, or trying to get more lead flows, working with other lead generation agencies, whatever that may be. And that's the purpose of scaling your business, right? And even though it was a net $1,000 profit, I felt like not a single dollar came to me, right? Because I just wanted to spend more to scale the business a little bit more. And so something that I realized is that, making your first $1,000 is definitely an eye opener. It definitely helps you with the motivation and the discipline to keep going, to keep striving for a bigger goal. And later down in this channel, I want to talk about how creators can actually make more money because I realized the lead generation that I come from is not to please the business owners like yourself that might be watching this, or a student that's still young and trying to make money online, but rather help creators make more money. And so that's the kind of agency that I'm running right now. Obviously, I'm in the position where, I can totally just spend more money, right? And I can totally scale. But the one thing that I wanted to do is learn truly about what I'm doing here with my agency and what I'm trying to accomplish. And so I would say the most important thing that I'm trying to accomplish is learning to, be comfortable with running a business, running a company where there's a lot of ups and downs, right? Sometimes I might lose contracts, sometimes I might lose clients, but how do I come back from that? And how do I, conquer those feelings and the anxiety thoughts where I'm like, I'm gonna fail, I'm not gonna be able to do this, and continue to make money and continue to build a business that I truly feel passionate about. And that's what I'm trying to do. And I will say this, if you guys are starting new and you guys haven't made your first $1,000 on the online business, it's definitely easier than you think. You might think, oh, how do I make my first $1,000? How do I do this? I would say the biggest thing that you want to do if you're still starting out and you want to make your first $1,000 is start a service-based business, because you don't need a ton of money to start. You only need probably a couple $100s to really get started, to set up your LLC, to set up, the business website, whatever that may be, to set everything up and sell your business, right? Sell the services that you're trying to fulfill. And that's what I've been doing. That's genuinely what I've been trying to do, is just sell a service that I have. And what's the service that I have? I have a roster list of creators and influencers that would love to be a part of my journey, part of the roster. And so that when I contact these brands, they, want to work with the influencers that I have. And I would say it definitely is a game changer when you start to realize that you can make so much more money in the space. And something that I realized was I've been getting a lot of inbound leads, and pretty much what inbound leads are is when an influencer or a brand, in my case, contact you rather than me contacting them first. And so they contact me and they become warm leads, and it's so much easier to sell them because they already know what I'm trying to sell, right? They want to be a part of the service. And so if I recommend something to you guys, to make your first $1,000, I would really recommend that you start a service-based company, service-based business. It's just the easiest, and all you need is a really good written copy, and you need a really good offer. And whatever service you're selling, it better be really good. And yeah, that's pretty much the service that I'm running right now. Later down in the video, if you want to learn more on how to get more brand deals, follow, subscribe, do whatever you need to do, and I'll be uploading more content. All right, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.